Chabad Lubavitch is the name of our organization. Lubavitch stands for City of Love. And the beautiful thing about Chabad is that what we stand for and what we try to create is love. And each person, it's interesting that when we speak about fire, really every interaction that we hoped for, that we had in the Chabad House was one in which we would like to ignite the soul of every person that we came into contact with.
It kind of speaks for itself. So the house and the space really was a place for people to come and to be able to express their Judaism and find connection, and learn more about its messages.
And it's our Sabbath. Our neighbor knocked on the door and came to tell us that there was a fire here. We walked up here, and the firefighters fought the first fire with love. If you'll see, I'm going to show you that they pushed things out of the way so that they wouldn't be ruined. And the thought and love that we put into it, they took these were here from water that was dripping from the upstairs floor. They took them from there and moved them here to make sure that there wouldn't be as much damage. And also they moved, over here you'll see that they moved things out of the way so that the damage from the first fire wouldn't be as damaging to the area. And when we saw that, it really, what it felt was they were fighting the fire with love, and it was very, very special.
So this is all the books that were, the library that we had of all our Jewish.
Yeah.
But the first fire actually happens upstairs. That's where Jason is going. You know where you're going up there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so maybe if you want, I don't want everybody to come, but maybe if Chief Boone, if you want to go up, just see where that first fire started. It started just straight up the steps.
I'd like to take this opportunity. My name is Rabbi Moshe de Wilhelm, the director of Chabad Lubavitch of Oregon. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank very much, firstly, the fire department, who was very, very diligent and careful and very meaningful when they came the first time especially. And thank you very much for that.
So I'm very thankful that you told me that story, that the first in fire crews took great care because of how traumatic a fire can be. What makes it even worse is when you don't know what the cause is. And especially under today's climate and environment of hostilities, when it comes to anti-Semitism, when it comes to other faiths, when it comes to race. So under the umbrella of all of that, you need answers. I understand that.
I'd like to share my personal experience in our communication, Rabbi. We appreciate the fact that you've brought this to our attention, that we need to come out there and take a look at this, and it's been very moving to see all of the very special artifacts that you have in this building that were damaged. So our heart goes out to you, and I know Jason and the investigations team are doing their very best to figure out what happened here.
Thank you.
We talk about our faith, and we talk about healing, and we talk about how we can work together to move mountains. You're not going to have a stronger champion or fighter than Commissioner Hardesty. She will use the full weight of her office to help when people are feeling under attack. It is not acceptable to her and it's not acceptable to any bureau under her watch. So again, I'm just going to extend that when it comes to fire, when it comes to public safety, she will use the full weight to help this community get back together. And if it impacts other bureaus, when it comes to permits, when it comes to rebuilding, that's the platform that she will use to push this through.
Thank you.
The Chabad House, it's like a Chabad home for the Jewish community. Meals have been held here, bar mitzvahs have been held here, brises have been held here. You know, it's just a place of gathering, and we've got to find a new home.
So I'm going to ask you to do something for me because you asked what we can do. Chief Boone, I want you to give this to the fire department, and I want you to display it somewhere. And when somebody say, why is there a burned out blackened menorah, I want you to tell your people, because this is what we do. We save, we pull out of the fire the candle of hope and the candle of light and the candle of religious freedom. So I'm going to give this, on behalf of Chabad, I'm going to give this to the fire department, and I'm going to ask you to take that message there.
Thank you. Thank you. That was extraordinary. I don't even know what to say. You're going back 3,000 years to the beginning. But again, what this represents and what this is a symbol of is not just the menorah. It represents a people, your birth, your salvation, and life. And when it comes to fire, again, sometimes we see the most horrific, but this is going to be an inspiration to us because we serve, we're willing to put our lives on the line, and this will give us hope. So thank you for extending this, and it will be honored.